Welcome to Season 7, Game 16. It's the final game of the season. And if you look here, we're going against Chicago, who is just outside the top 10. They could beat pretty much any team in the league, but they do have some issues on their roster. But last time we faced them, we got absolutely destroyed. Now, I usually just talk about the power ranking of every team, but that's not important here. This could be the last game for the head coach Montana Young with the Sacramento Wolves. If he can't get a win and they can't make the playoffs, which if they win, they are in, they will have to fire their coach because the owner said that they want to fire Young if they can't make a championship. So if you can't even make the playoffs, then I just don't think it's going to work out, but they need a win here. Can they beat Chicago? They got absolutely beaten last time. And we're going to start off with the ball here. Chris Young under center. The franchise gives it to Mike Clark up the middle of the field. He breaks one tackle, falls down for a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4. Young now steps back again. He scrambles to the right side. He sees no one open. He takes it himself. The fastest player in the league gets stopped at the 38-yard line. Again, Young is in the shotgun. He steps back and he sees it to the left side, but oh no, it's picked off. Oh no, that is not good. For the Sacramento Wolves, it's a short field for the Chicago football team here. Elroy Maple under center. He gives it to Houston with the former Wolf, and he gets stopped in the backfield by his former teammate, Jacobs. Maple again. He throws it quickly to Houston. Witt to the left side. Witt breaks one tackle. He spins. He breaks another, and that's a touchdown for Chicago already. Oh no, it does not look good for the Wolves so far. Clark now gets the handoff up the middle for the Wolves, and he gets about 3 yards on the gain. Can the Wolves come back from that drive from Chicago? Young now scrambles to the right side, and he takes it himself, using his speed, hits that second gear, he jukes, and gets stopped and hit out of bounds. What a play by Chris Young right there. Now they give it to McCarthy. Uses his speed. Hits the outside. He gets the first down. He breaks one tackle and walks out of bounds. McCarthy has shown that he's amazing when it comes to hitting those tosses outside. But the problem is they really want him to be a quarterback now, running back, and now Darnell comes up the middle and lays out Chris Young. Houston Darnell, one of the best T tackles in the league. Very young and very polished already. Young now scrambles to the right side. He sees someone open, and it's overthrown. That pass was intended for Eric Trout. They're forced to punt. Chicago's ball here. Maple sits in the pocket, and he gets hit by Gavin. He's underperformed this season, but he's been sack numbers wise, but he has been producing a good amount of pressure. He gets a sack right there. Now Maple pump fakes and gets sacked again. And it's a sack between Jacobs and Gavin. But now it's Wolves' ball after the punt. They're only down by 7. They have some momentum here after that stop. Now Young taking himself, he scrambles and he runs out of bounds for a gain of 4. Young looking like he's going to win MVP again. And now Clark gets the toss. He jukes and gets stopped for a loss, but they're calling no huddle. They need to be aggressive here if they want to beat Chicago. Now Young steps back. He gets pressured. He throws under as he gets hit. And it's almost a fumble, but they're going to call it an incompletion and a turnover on downs. Maple's now under center. He steps back. He slings it down the field, and it's caught by Earl Wallen for the first. Chicago is a very talented team. They just seem to not be able to make up for some of their deficiencies. Now Maple steps back. He slings it over the middle of the field to Point Dexter, who makes the catch for a gain of 6. Good play for Point Dexter. Now 3rd down and 7. Maple under center. He steps back. He slings it down the field to the curl route, and it's caught for the first. This Chicago offense is usually inconsistent. I would have shown the team card, but I just showed you a couple games ago. Nothing really has changed. They have a very explosive run game with Houston Witt, who breaks a tackle and gets a gain of a few.
Fellas, protect our end zone.
And again, Maple's under center. They're running the ball a lot. Will they run it again? Nope. Maple steps back. He gets pressure. He throws over to the right side, but it's way overthrown. Maple's talked about maybe retiring early. And now he throws over the middle of the field. It's almost intercepted. Just doesn't seem like Maple has that drive anymore. But Chicago's going for the field goal. Sorry if I'm a little bit quiet. I'm fighting a cold. Now Chicago going for the field goal here. And they kick it, and it's through the uprights. Chicago's now up 10-0. After kickoff, it's Wolves' ball. Now Young taking it himself, and he throws it to the right side of Trout. Trout takes it up the field and out of bounds. If it wasn't for Young, this team would maybe be a 3-win team. But Young routinely puts the team on his back and forces a win whenever possible. If they win this game, they're in the playoffs due to their wins over the Walleyes. Now to the left side, King makes the catch and gets pushed out of bounds for the first. Clintrix King, the first player from the Discord. Now Young sits in the pocket, and he gets sacked by Logan Overstreet, the pass rush specialist, who's been a game wrecker the past couple years. Now Young sits in the pocket, throws it over the middle, and it's dropped by Michael Ingram in traffic. They're forced to punt, and it's Chicago's ball. What will Maple do here? He steps back and gives it to Witt. Witt takes it up the field for a couple yards and gets stopped for a gain of about 3. Again, Maple under center, drops back. He slings it to the curl route again for the first. Chicago, every time Sacramento is about to get a stop, they just keep going. The former violence, showing that they have patience here. Now Maple slings it to the right side, and it's stopped before the first, and they're forced to punt. Wolves have another chance before half to only be down by 3. Can they do it? Young sits in the pocket. He slings it down the field to Ingram for the catch for about 6. Ingram's had a very up and down season. Now they toss it to McCarthy, and he will take it himself. Using his speed, he jukes out a defender and gets pushed out of bounds. First down and 10. Young gets pressured. He's running away from the pressure. He slings it down the field. It's almost intercepted, but there is a penalty on the field. Mansfield has been on fire this week so far. He caused 1 interception, and right there almost got another. Now Young sits in the pocket. He's scrambling, using his speed. He sets his feet. He throws it deep. Dot to Stan Main. He breaks 1 tackle and gets an amazing first down and a huge gain. Oh my. Now 2nd down and 12 after that big first down. Young throws an interception. Oh no. That is definitely not what they need right now. Will it be a pick 6? It will be. Rosenthal, the ball got batted up, and then Rosenthal jumped and intercepted it. Now Young and this Wolves team needs another play right here. It gets dropped again, but Stan Main picks it up. They're down 17-0. Young in the shotgun. And he sits in the pocket, sets his feet, and it's almost intercepted. Slightly inaccurate by the franchise, and MVP the past 2 years. Now King with the catch on the left side. Now Young steps back, and he's running to the left. He sets his feet, he throws it deep, and it's almost caught, but Ingram cannot keep his hands on it. What is wrong with him today? Young running away from the pressure from Houston Darnell. And Young gets out of bounds and gets the amazing first down with his legs. Young again in the shotgun. He gets pressured. He sits in the pocket and throws a dot to Eric Trout up the middle of the field on that post route. Trout is an amazing deep threat who's been making plays this whole season. Now Young running away from pressure here and gets sacked from behind for a huge loss. 3rd down and long. Young in the play action. Scrambles to the right side. Sees no one open. He's going to take it himself, get some yards. It gets pushed for a gain of about 10. Overstreet tackle him from behind, and now Brockman setting up for the field goal. He kicks it through the uprights, and the Wolves finally have 3 points on the scoreboard. Chicago has about 10 seconds left. What exactly can they do before halftime? Maple steps back, throws to the left side, and it's caught by Wallen. He breaks 1 tackle. He goes downfield, breaks 2 more. Keeps going. Ray finally stops him, but they run out of time. Oh my, what a route by Wallen right there. Taking it for the first and breaking all those tackles. And we're going to halftime. Chicago's up 17-3. The Wolves still have a chance here. And welcome to the halftime show. Thank you for our first patron member, Dan Dodds. Thank you for the support. If you want to help support the channel that way, the Patreon link is in the description down below. The Discord link is also in the description down below. If you want to become a player for free, it's easily done. Just put your player ideas in the comments or in the Discord. Thank you guys for all the support. My channel's been doing a lot better ever since I've been focusing more on this, and I'm really happy that this is bringing a lot more attention to my channel than other series have. Let's get back into the game. Here we are with the kickoff. They send it deep. And Chicago's going to take it back with Point Dexter at tight end. He spins. He breaks 1 tackle. Gets perfect blocking. Goes up the middle of the field on the kick return. We don't see many of these. Will McCarthy catch him? And he will not until the end. A little too late. And Point Dexter gets a kick return for a touchdown. And after the kickoff back, it's Wolves' ball. They're stuck on a 3rd and 1 right here. Calling no huddle. What exactly can the Wolves do? Young steps back, slings it to the right side to Maine, who makes the catch. What a diving catch he had right there. And now Clark getting some blocking, taking the stretch to the left side to the 40, to the 30, and gets stopped. 28 at the 28. Wolves are finally getting some momentum here. Young sits in the pocket, slings it down the field, but it's dropped by Eric Trout. Now Young again sits in the pocket. He's scrambling. Sees someone open, and it's almost caught by Clintrix King in quadruple coverage. For some reason, he just stopped his route. If he would have just kept going, that would have been a touchdown. Now Young scrambling to the right. He slings it down the field. It's slightly overthrown to Teddy Moon. 4th down and 10, they're going for it. Young getting pressured. He throws as he gets hit, and Trout makes the catch as he falls down on the post route. What a deep threat Eric Trout is. He's been coming up clutch this season when they need him most. Now Young on the play action. He scrambles to the right side. No one's there. And that's a touchdown for the Sacramento Wolves. They still have a chance in this game. Franchise bringing them back here. Now only down by 2 scores. Maple and Chicago football team out on the field here. He steps back. Perfect protection. Slings it to another curl route. And that is almost a first down. A game of 9. Maple Again in the I form, giving it to Houston Witt. He breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally gets stopped at the 48. Houston Witt showing that he has speed, but that speed makes him have power. Even though he's really not that strong, it's so hard to tackle the former sprinter. Now Maple under center, throwing it down the field to Davon Kenny, another former Wolves wide receiver who came here in free agency years ago, getting a first down. Now Maple again under center, steps back, throws it to Witt. Witt using his speed, he spins, goes down the field, he spins again and again, and finally gets stopped by Denny Parr at the 17-yard line. Chicago's driving here. Maple throws it deep, and it's caught by Earl Wallen for the touchdown. They're down by 21 points. What can Sacramento do here? Franchise taking himself to the right side, and he dives and can't get the first. He has 2 yards to go. Young in the shotgun, they pitch it to McCarthy. McCarthy goes up the field and gets the first down. Young now again gets the snap. He runs to the right side. He keeps running. He tries to get away. And there he goes. Another sack for Houston. 3rd down and 12 for this Wolves team. Young taking himself. He goes and slides for the first down. Sacramento's still alive. How are they doing this? They really need a comeback to happen here for them to even have a chance. Young sits in the pocket. He keeps it in the pocket. He gets pressured now. He's taking himself. He's tired and gets tackled for only a gain of 3. And again, Young under center. He steps back and he gets pressured and sacked in the backfield for a huge loss. 2nd down and 27 now for the Sacramento Wolves. Young steps back, using his speed to the left side, scrambling, sets his feet down the field, and it's caught by Eric Trout on the post. Trout again. Trout is destroying this defense in the slot. He is absolutely coming up big this game. Still down by 21 points here. Young steps back and gets pressured and sacked again by Logan Overstreet, with yet another sack for him. Chicago is absolutely destroying this Wolves team this season. Now Young taking himself. He jukes, gets hit hard, but it's still a first down. The double reigning MVP is showing why he is that. He's an amazing offensive threat. Now Young sits in the pocket, throws to the left side of Teddy Moon for the almost a first down. After a penalty, they get put back. Now Young sits in the pocket, throws it deep, and it's intercepted, and the game will be over. Chicago wins 31-10, and sadly, this season may be over for the coach Montana Young. Chris Young, the franchise, tried getting Young to keep his coaching job, but it's going to be up to the ownership to see if he stays or not. I'm not sure what's next, but all I do know is there will be a Season 7 wrap-up since we didn't make the playoffs, where basically I'll let you know the news about the teams and stuff. And then after that will be the off season, where I show the stats and the playoffs and the draft and free agency. But sadly, we did not make the playoffs. Wolves missed the playoffs yet again. They could have won a championship last year, but just barely missed it. And this year, they could even make the playoffs. And in a division that is extremely hard now, where Chicago could beat anyone at any time. You have the Blackbirds, you have the best defense in the league, and you have the Walleyes with Perry Polak now, one of the best offenses in the league. It's impossible to do much. I'll see you guys next time, and I'll let you know what's gonna happen. Peace.